Sightings are by far one of the most important parts of ufology. The way these witnesses describe their encounters are not only profound, but oftentimes life-altering in many ways. UFO sightings can happen anywhere to anyone at any time.
My name is Clifford Bruder, and I'm an Airbus captain for American Airlines. I joined the Air Force when I was 18, and I was enlisted for 8 years. I did have a couple experiences when I was younger, one when I was a teenager, and then again when I was stationed at Luke Air Force Base in Phoenix, Arizona. I had an experience there that I think was rather extraordinary. It was a clear night. It was probably 9:30 in the evening, close to summertime. I was outside with a group of other people, and I just kind of looked up, but I noticed there was this one light that was moving. It looked like it was a fair distance, and it was moving slowly, slower than you would expect a jet aircraft to move. And I kind of watched it as it kind of came across, but then it suddenly stopped. And I was like, okay, that's unusual. I just stood there and watched it for maybe a minute or so. But then it suddenly kind of moved in the direction that it came for a second or two. But then, and this is what I find, it was jaw-dropping. It suddenly accelerated at a speed that I have never seen ever. And since I saw that. And the interesting thing about this, as it did that in the night sky, clear night, it left a blue-green contrail behind.
The way Cliff describes his encounter decades later leads me to believe that these memories have been ingrained in the fabric of his mind. What does he make of these encounters as a former Air Force veteran and pilot?
Disbelief was the first thing. You know, you say, did you see that? You know what I mean? And I think I did say that to somebody who was like, yeah, what was that? You know, as a military guy, I think a lot of people now saw the stories in the New York Times. You know, when you hear a Navy F-18 guy go, not only did I see this thing, but we have gun camera film. And when he describes how the thing disappeared as fast as it did, I go, yeah, that's what I saw too. You know, I'm a firm believer. And I guess I have to say that you may not be a believer, but when you see something like that, you believe in a hurry, you know, that, okay, maybe we're not the only ones around, you know, in the cosmic neighborhood.
I wonder what a sighting is like for someone less acquainted with the sky.
When we sit on our balcony, you see always kind of unique things. My name's Frank Alterman. We moved to Las Vegas 17 years ago. We have a house that's in between Nellis Air Force Base and that Area 51. So there's a lot of aerial phenomena that flies around here all the time. First one that we saw was these two regular jet fighters chasing this big, long, white thing that was very transparent. That's what it looked like to us. Now, we read up about it because every time we see something, we go online and see if anyone else saw it. And this one was common. They were trying to say it was a stealth bomber. And when they turn sideways, they appear transparent. But this thing was twice the size of the other two jets. But who knows what we saw. The other one was really made the national news and everything. Was looked like something really bright on the mountain behind me. We're right at the foothills. We're about 3,000 feet up. At the top of the mountain, it looked like this big white glow. It was seen by everybody. And the next day they said, well, it was a rocket that exploded over the Pacific Ocean, which is 150 miles away from here. Who knows? Could be. I don't think I could see the Pacific Ocean from here or my angle, but could be, but we don't know what it was.
As someone who lives near Area 51 and the Nellis Air Force Base, it would make sense that you'd be in the prime location for UFO activity. How does your brain wrap around seeing something you can't explain?
You're a little odd first, but then your brain starts working and you try to rationalize it. So it's only a second that you have a little bit of on and go, oh, well, it could be this, it could be that, you know, and then you wait to see if anyone else saw it. Nowadays with social media and as phone cameras, there's pretty good explanations that come up. I enjoy sitting on my balcony and seeing all these crazy things in the sky, but I have no idea exactly what it is.
Without witnessing one yourself, it's hard to tell how you react. But these witness statements can shed a little light on the impact, mystery, and disbelief that comes along with a close encounter of the first kind.
Whatever people are telling you, critically assess it. You don't want to get invaded and nobody knows about it.